Hello and good evening on this Thursday, April 13th, 2023, as I want to welcome you to this Varsity Boys matchup between Covenant Christian and Suburban, as this is the first game at home of this 2023 Boys Volleyball season. As this is the first game of 3 games at home for this volleyball season for the boys. So I will go over lineups with you. It's been a long time. It's been a while since I've done a volleyball game, but I think I'll go over the lineups with you either at the end of this period or the second period. But nonetheless, I'm glad to. It is good to have you all here if you're watching, and I hope you've been doing well. Just one thing to say is that I will go over everything prior to what's gone on at the end of this game, all right? So we want to welcome you, as this is the first home game of the season for Suburban Boys. As we're getting things settled out here before we start this game. All right, everything's been situated out, and let's play some boys volleyball here at Suburban for the first time since last year of this month. And here we go. David is away, and here's Covenant 15, and there's 3. And that one is up and over right there, Aiden Montgomery. And there's David. And Aiden over there. And that one was out of bounds. And will be a point for Covenant Christian as they start off with the lead 1-0. And 0 was to serve now. And I'm sorry, actually, that point went to Suburban as it said that they were in the net. So 1-0 Suburban, actually. So David Leon will get the serve once again, and he will serve it over right there, 15 and the 3, and setting up 15, and that one is way out of bounds, as that gives Suburban a 2-0 advantage. David serve, and he is up and away with it, and right there 15 and 3, setting it up, and 0 little tip, that one right over to Montgomery. David and Luke Carter, that one back at him, but right back to Covenant 12. Excuse me. As Evan, Luke Carter were out of bounds. What were they doing now? Oh, I'm sorry. There's 3. 15 with the power and out of bounds. 3-0 Suburban. As I'm sorry, when Suburban was out of bounds, I was thinking, why were they out of bounds for? Because it's not often you see players wanting to, hit it up and out of bounds, but it was on their side, so forgive me. As here's Covenant, there's 3 and 15, put it over right there. Caleb, David, and good block by Covenant. David and now Troy. Caleb gonna try to get a tip right there. 3 and not gonna get there. 4-0 Suburban. As I would say, thank you to those of you who might be watching or watch this at a later time. This is your guy, Matthew Fox, coming to you live inside the Crusader box as David Sent it over, and Covenant, and that will be a point for Suburban. 5-0 is the start. All right, David, and he is up, and he is just over, and got it over. Just went over the net, and it's 6-0. It's Suburban. They weren't ready for it, or neither would they pay attention. I don't know, but you got to be ready for anything here. As David lifts it up there and puts it over there, right there, 15, and drops it into 3, and 19 puts it over. Carter going backwards. Suburban's not going to get to it, and that is the first point for Covenant Christian as it is now 6-1. All right, 0 to serve. That one away, and there's Noah. David. Aiden, and that one will go a little sideways, and not going to keep it up in the air, and they won't get it, and that will be out of bounds to Suburban. 7-1. Must have been too many attempts, I believe, because they got it over, of course. As it is now 7-1, as Andrew Reynolds will now serve for the Crusaders. Andrew is away, and that one is off the front of the net, 7-2, as Covenant gets that point. $15 serving for Covenant. That one up and way over and inbounds. 7-3, as the bench loves that one. You got to, I'm telling you, 15 is away, and he sends it way out of here, out of bounds. 8-3. I tell you, I was watching this team practice and warming up. This team has power, folks. This Covenant team has power. They have tall, powerful people. As Ada Montgomery is short, and it will be 9-3 in favor of Suburban. Oh, I'm 9-3 in favor. 8-4, as Covenant got that point. I'm not asleep, folks. So you know that I'm not asleep. You know that. As 12 raises and puts it over right there. Andrew. David sent up Noah, puts it over there and got it. And 3, and not going to save it, as that's a point to Suburban. 9-4. Up and away for Noah Wilhelm, and he puts it over there, right there, 15-0, and that will be a little tip and inbound for a point for Covenant. 9-5, it is a 4-point game. And 3, drives it over there, right there, Aiden, Noah, and Chad. That one will be blocked, a good block off the hands of Covenant. And falling right in bounds, 9-6 in favor of Suburban, as it is just a 3-point lead for the Crusaders. That one up and got it over. Aiden, Noah, and now setting up Caleb, and that will be 3 times the limit. Could not get it over. 9-7, and here comes Covenant right on Suburban's trail. As Suburban started off really well. That one over. There's Evan. Noah and Barmas could not get over. That was the too many attempts, I believe. 9-8. It's a 1-point lead for the Crusaders. Covenant. That one over. Aiden, Noah, and Barmas got it over. $23 over. And falling, that will be Noah. Good save off the net. The net helped them out there. Over, and that will be 3. And that one with the power and inbound. Boy, watch out, man. Watch out. 9-9 is your score, man. I told you that Covenant has power. You can just see it. That one over. Aiden, Noah, And Chad, 15, got it. 3. And who's going to sit over 0? And that will be inbounds, yes. And that's a point for Covenant Christian. 10-9 as they have come back and taken the lead. As they lead by 1. All right, 3 serves. 3 is away and falling, and that will be in off the hands of Evan. 11-9 Covenant. As that one is away by 3, right there, Evan. That will be, oh, wow. 23 puts it over. Evan. Noah. Aiden, right there, 12. 3. 0 over, right there. Noah. Good job by Caleb. Here's 10, setting up 23, and almost, but right the hands of Suburban. They cannot save it, as it is 12-9 in favor of Covenant Christian. Serve is away, and right there, it was Andrew to Evan. Noah over right there. 15, 3, and 0. And that will be off of Suburban and give Covenant a point. 13-9 is your score in this opening first period. 3 away. 3 and 2 and 8, and then sent over Chad. Bye-bye. 14-9 Covenant. Sorry, Suburban had them back to Covenant then. Anyway. Now what's going on? Okay, now take that point away from Covenant and give it to Suburban, as I'll change that here. Here's 3 and 10. Oh, good block by Barmas. Oh, my. Whoa, baby. 13-11 as I give Suburban 11 and Covenant 13. Wow, man. Caleb over. 12. Puts it up off the ceiling. 10 and 0 over. And there will be Caleb and Noah. That will be up over 23. Little tip and inbounds. Will give Covenant a point. 14-11. All right, 10 serving for Covenant. Away, got it over, and Evan sent it out of bounds. 15-11 as Covenant's lead is by 4. Ten away, 10 over, right there, Chad. Noah setting up Luke Carter over 12, and that will be an automatic point for Suburban. 15-12 is your score here in this first period. As Aiden Barmas will now serve for the Crusaders. All right, away for Aiden. There's 12, 3, up, 15, power, inbound, man. 16-12, there's that power I was talking about. I promise you, you will see that more and more as we venture throughout this game. I promise you. 23, up, away. And right there, Caleb off the ceiling. No, able to get it. And that one's over by Montgomery and 0. And that will be an automatic point for Suburban. 16-13 is your score. As now the new server will be the libero, I'm sorry, not Evan, David Leon. 16-13 your score here in this opening period. as there's communication between those two. As I hope your day has been going well today, and hopefully this evening is off to a good start for you. As David Leon will eventually serve this ball. Right now. Over. There's that one. Oh, Noah Wilhelm. What am I doing that for? I'm not 17. It's 16-14. Thank you very much. Got to talk with my fingers, man. You can't be making mistakes like that. Up and away, and there's 15-3, setting up 0 over right there, David. Evan, David, I tried, and that will be a point Suburban. Tried to keep it alive, but could not, 16-15. As Suburban is within 1 point. David again. And right there, 15-3, setting it up, and 10 off the front of the net, and we are tied at 16 apiece. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and what has been an interesting first period. All right, David is away, and there he goes. 10-3, 15, over, and falling for a point for Suburban. Covenant. 17-16 Covenant. Now you got to tell my mouth to stop making these mistakes. But you know what I mean. You're watching it, right? If that one's off the front of the net, now we're tied at 17 apiece between Covenant and Suburban. All right. This has been a tremendous first period, I got to tell you. Suburban went ahead. Covenant caught up. They took the lead. Suburban caught up and all that. As that one is out of bounds, Suburban takes back the lead. 18-17 off of that power from Covenant. 18-17 your score. Andrew away. And there's 12 to Libero 0. And there's 15. That one off the net. And that will be a point for Suburban. 19-17 your score. Andrew Reynolds are now. That one is over, and wait, what happened here? I believe. All right, so none of that counted because I was thinking I thought Mr. Ellis wanted a timeout, and then Covenant wanted a timeout. Anyway, Covenant got a timeout. It's 19-17 still, as it is a 2-point advantage. I'll come right back to you after this timeout. Thank you for watching. Back we are as Suburban has the lead 19-17 in this first period here. As hey, we're all done. We can go home. We win. All right. Oh, man, they had to put on back the scoreboard. Man, anyway, we're back going. That one over. There's David. Evan. David over. And 0-15. That one over off of and off the ceiling. Yes, it is. How did Suburban get 20? I guess that last point before the timeout did count. Anyway, 20-18. They just didn't add it yet. Before the timeout anyway. Whoa. Send it back, man. Falling for a point for Suburban. 21-18. All right, Ada Montgomery is up and away, and right there 12-0. And 10 got it over right there, David. Noah, Caleb. Sent it back and inbounds. It was a point for Covenant. That was perfectly done. 21-19. Away, over right there. Evan, David. That was a Barmas, and then 0-3 over right there. Andrew, Noah, and good job Caleb putting it over. And there's 12. 23 over, and that will be up in the air and on the ground for a Covenant Christian point, as it is 21-20. Suburban still was the lead by 1. Pass 12 serves, and there he goes. Evan, David, Noah got it inbounds. Yeah, just on the left side there, just stuck it in there, placed it perfectly. 22-20 Suburban. That is how you do it. Using that sideline to your advantage. Noah Wilhelm is up and away, and that one got over at their 12, got over at their Chad. Noah, Caleb, good. 15, 0, setting it up, 23, and that one was blocked by Barmas. Back to Covenant, 20, and again. 23-20 Suburban. All right, 2 points away from a set win. As timeout Covenant. So they use their timeout to advantage, as it is 23-20. As it is a minute timeout, I will step away and come back with you to finish off this period. All right, here we go to finish off this first period. Suburban 23, Covenant Christian 20. This has been a great period. Noah away. There's 15, 3, and 23 puts it over right there, Noah. Evan, Noah over, tipped, and that will be a point for Suburban, 24-20. As they are just 1 point away from finishing off this set. All right. Noah Wilhelm steps into it. He serves, and right there, 10 and 15. 3, puts it over there, and balls for a point to keep them alive. 24-21. As they are 3 points behind. Can number 3 keep them alive? And it was over right there. Aim Barmas. Noah setting it up. Chad. That one is out of bounds. And Covenant is still alive. 24-22. All right. Up and away. And there's Carter. Luke. And that was short. And now it's a 24-23 game. Covenant right back on the tail. Come on now. If you're Suburban, that is. And that one's up and away, and there's Andrew, and that will be off the mark, and we are tied at 24, down 24-20. And after that timeout, man, here we go. Anybody's game now. Anybody's first period, should I say. That one is under the net. 25-24 Suburban, as we need, or is that? As you have to win by 2, 25-24. Here's Caleb to try and end it, and that will be over. And there's 3, trying to keep it alive, and that will be on bounds. And we're tied at 25. And so we will keep playing in this first period. Remember, you have to win by 2. Here's 10 of Covenant away, and right there, Chad. Noah setting it up. Aiden Barmas. 3, 15. Power. Good block by Suburban this time, and that will result in a Suburban point. 26-25. So once again, just like last time, Suburban up by a point, needing to take care of it as Barmas is over. Right there, 12, 3, and that one up there, Noah, and that will be a point for Covenant, and we will keep going. 26-26. Okay, 23. And now the scoreboard's off. And that one's out of bounds. 27-26 Suburban. As once again, for the second time, the scoreboard goes off. And 27-26. Thank you. 27-26. As we have scoreboard problems. Again, for the second time, 27-26. All right, here we go. All right, David. Suburban a chance to end this first period. That one away, and right there. And 3, 12, put it over. Right there, David. And Evan over the David, got it over. Good save, 3. And that one is out of bounds, and that ends the first period. Suburban takes it 28-26. If they lead 1-0. Back and forth, back and forth. That was an amazing opening period here between Covenant and Suburban. All right, time for a short break as I'll get you set for the second period in under 3 minutes. All right, second period is about to get underway here as Suburban does have the 1-0 lead. And right after this, and once this period gets over, no matter the circumstances, whether it be 2-0 or 1-1, I will go over both lineups in this game. As once again we get everything situated to start this second period here. All right, second period, let's go. 0 away, and there's Caleb, Noah, Luke Carter right there, 14, and that would drop, sorry, not 14, 18, as it dropped for a point for Suburban to get it started, 1-0. As here we go, David Leon is away, and right there, 10-0, and that one got over right there, David. Evan, David, over, perfect, absolutely perfect, soft, and down. 2-0 Suburban. All right, David up, David away, over, right there, good save, 3, that one off the net, 3-0 start for Suburban. Has the same kind of feeling as the first period did. Or, I'm sorry, not often. I guess I guess it's 2-1. Forgive me. Never mind, forget those words I just said. 15 up, 15, that one out of bounds. Now it is point number 3 for Suburban, 2, Covenant 1. As Andrew away, there's 10. 0, 3, out one right there, Evan. And back, Evan, David, Andrew, I'm sorry, not Andrew, Noah. It sends it out of bounds, 3-2. Away, and Evan, David, Noah to 3-0, and then 10, power and inbounds as we are tied at 3. All right, 3-3 your score, 12 up, 12 away. Andrew, David, that one off the hands of 10, off the fingers, should I say. 4-3 as Covenant takes the lead. Down 3-0, up 4-3. 12 to Libero away, and off the front of the net as we are tied at 4. Ada Montgomery off the front of the net, 5-4, Covenant Christian. Away, Evan, David, Noah, 3, 12, 0, and right there, Andrew, David, Noah, good job, 3, and now a little tip, and off of Caleb for a point for Covenant Christian, 6-4. Three away, Evan, David. Good job by Barmers, and they cannot get it, as it is 6-5. There's no Wilhelm will serve for the Crusaders. That's away, and there's 15, 3, 10, power inbounds. 7-5. Oh, baby. That's almost like we will see you tomorrow, swing man. 10 away. No, I'm sorry, Andrew, Noah, and as it drops for a Covenant point, 8-5 is your score here in this second period. All right, 10 to serve. 10 is over. Andrew, Chad, and Andrew sent it over. And 0, 11, good. Evan, Noah, Chad. Good job by Chad to lay it in there. 8-6. All right. Caleb. 11-3. Good block, but not. Tried to block, but it fell on their side. 9-6. Covenant gets that point. They are up by 3. All right, 18 for Covenant is away, and there's Chad. And good job by 15 of Covenant, 10-6. Played that perfectly. As here's 18 away, and Chad down Noah. And Luke Carter, good. Right there, 10, 3, 15. Power inbounds. Hello. 11-6 as the bench loves it. Come on. 11-6 and 18 away. And right there, Evan to Noah. And that would be a good job, but right there, Aiden Barmison and over 15-0 going backwards. And say hello to the lunch tables. 11-7. Suburban gets the point as they are down by 4. Here is Aiden Barmas to serve, and he is away. And there's 15-3, and a little tip, and there's Noah. Aiden Montgomery over, right there, 10. And setting up, and boom! Like, boom, man. Just, I tell you, you can't do any better than that. 12-7, man. 12-7, like, phew. Man, that's great. 0 over, right there, Caleb. Noah, the back tip, 0. And 15, and got it, right there, Caleb, good save. Noah setting it up, Chad, and that will be over. And 15, there's Evan. Noah, Luke Carter, good job, and 0. 15, that one off the front of the net. Suburban gets the point, 12-8 is your score in this second period. As Chad leaves and David comes in to serve. 4-point game here in the second period. David, good. Right there on the ground, and that will be over. And that will up in the air again. It's going to come over there and light little tip and up in the air. And Covenant over right there. Caleb, David, and Noah. Great. Tipped. 10. Out of bounds, and they cannot save it. 12-9. As they ran out of wall. 12-9. 3-point game as David will serve once again here. As he is away and over right there. 10-0. Setting up 3. And not this time. Power says no. Net says no. 12-10. Suburban down by 2. As they were down by 4, they cut it in half. Since they had it, and David away, and right there, 15-0, and putting over, and Noah off the front of the net, 13-10, in favor of Covenant Christian High School. 13-10 your score. As here's 15, up and away, and there's Noah. David, Aiden, great. And that will be an automatic point for Suburban, 13-11, I believe. Yes, 13-11 your score. 2-point game as Andrew Reynolds will serve for the Crusaders. As he is up and over, right there 10, 19, or whoever it was, 13 over, right there Evan. And there's David and Caleb, little push. And that one over right there. Tip 3 over Noah, David, and Noah. Well, Noah had too much oomph on it, but as that's why it's 14-11 Covenant Christian. But I would say go ahead and do that. Covenant Christian's been doing that to you more than once, so it's like, okay, might as well give a little taste. All right, 12. The libero over right there. Andrew. David. Montgomery over. 3-0. And libero over. David. Evan. David, great. 12. And that one got over, and he got close to the net, and that will be a point for Suburban. 14-12. As here is Aiden Montgomery. Suburban leads 1-0 in this game. Montgomery, good job. Right there, libero. 10-3 over right there, Noah. David setting it up, and Barmas, that one goes back. Barmas again. 15, able to save it. 0, send up 10, and that will be inbounds for a point. 15-12 in favor of Covenant Christian. Three serves for Covenant. Off the front of the net, 15-13. Noah. Away. Oh! Out of bounds, though. But what great effort, though, by Barmas. He blocked it, but just out of bounds. But, man, that's a wow. 16-13. 10 short. 16-14 now. Suburban within 2. Caleb. Good. 3. Boom! (17-14). 18 serving for Covenant. Yes, Chad, Noah, Luke, and right back at him, but out of bounds. 17-15. Good. Whoa! How about Andrew Reynolds saving it with his foot? You won't see that every day, man. What a play there. 17-16, 15-3. That one over. Barmas. 3. And Noah. Barmas. And as that will be a point for Suburban. As we were tied at 17. Forgive me. Andrew is on the bench, so there's no way he could have done that. I think I mean Aiden Barmas, the one who made that spectacular play off the foot. Forgive me. 10, 3, 15, not this time. 18-17 Suburban. Barmas away, and there's 18-3-0. Falling for a Covenant point. We're tied at 18. Chad, Aiden, right there, 18-0, put them up there, 15, little tip, up in the air, Noah, Aiden, Luke, great, 10, 3, right there, Noah, up at the ceiling, got it over. Here's 10 to 0 to 15, little tip, there's Chad, Noah, Carter, 10, 0, 1, great, and inbounds for a point. 19-18, Covenant Christian. Into second period, let me remind you, Suburban leads 1-0. $15 for Covenant. Not gonna. As that is what happened there for Covenant. Little mishap, 19-19 your score, as we are tied. All right, done discussing. I feel like we've had more than one discussion in this game already, and we're not even through 2 periods yet. We just keep going. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, so we're still discussing. Why? Folks, we're still discussing. And discussing and discussing and discussing. Amen. What are we even doing? Oh, sorry, we're tied at 19. Hey, if this takes any longer, I'm going to go home. Just kidding. All right, here we go. David, over. Here's 0. 3 over. Noah, David, and Noah, little tip, and that will be a point for Covenant. 20-19. All right, over. Noah, little tip, and that will be a point for Covenant, 21-19. $15 away. Here's Caleb, David. And that one, Montgomery, 0 over. 15 got it, 3 over right there, David. And there's Evan setting it up. David, a good job off the ceiling, and that will be 15. Got it over and falls for a point. 22-19 as it is 7 o'clock on the dot here on this Thursday evening. Hope your evening is off and running. And that one over right there, Noah. David Montgomery. And 0-10, little chip there. Luke Montgomery, 0. And that will be falling for a Suburban point. I'm sorry, for a Covenant point, 23-19. All right, 2 points away from a win of the set. And David Montgomery, good little block back to Noah. David setting up Luke, got it. 15 at the ceiling, and that will be a point for Suburban, 23-20. As Andrew, 10-0, and 3 off the net. Got it over. Andrew, David. Good job. Montgomery, 15-0, and setting up. And that one is out of bounds, giving Suburban a point, 23-21. All right, Andrew, away. 11 there, 3-0, yes. Andrew, David. And that will be a good job by Covenant. 24-21, a point away from tying up this game. And what I mean by game is by sets, of course. Here's the libero serving. And that one is over right there. Caleb, Noah, Montgomery, libero, 0. And that one there was a whistle, and that will be a point for Suburban, I believe. Whatever the case was. 24-22. Here is Aiden Montgomery to keep us alive. And he will get it over right there, libero, 0. And 10 for the kill, and inbounds. And I'm sorry. I didn't see it. I thought it was inbounds. Anyway, 24-23. Suburban still alive. Aiden Montgomery over, and there's 15-0. And tip and Caleb, and that will be up in the air as that will be going backwards, and 0 over. Good back and forth here. That will be in there. Well, just like Covenant did to us, we're repeating the same thing. Tied at 24 once again. And here's 0. 11, then right there, going backwards, and cannot get it, Suburban. 25-24. Same situation here as the first period. Win by 2, of course, 25-24. Covenant has a chance to redeem themselves. As that one is over, right there, Noah, and David not going to get over. And that makes it 26-24 as the sets are now tied at 1 apiece. And boy, what an interesting first 2 sets here as we are tied at 1 apiece. All right, third period is next. As now I am going to go over all the lineups for you. As here we go. Well, actually, what I'll do for you is I'll go over Covenant Christian High School's roster and stuff first, and then I'll wait till Suburban do it after the third period. All right, number 12, Matthew Azotto. 5'10", he's a senior. Number 15, Ryan Burris, 6 foot, in 11th grade. Number 6, Noah Cooper, 6 foot, 10th grade. Number 3, Andrew Crane, 6 foot 1, 12th grade. Number 11, Mark Crane, 6 foot, in 10th grade. Number 0, Nathan Crane, 6 foot 4, in 11th. Number 10, Isaac Killian, 6 foot 4, he's in 12th. Number 23, Luke Munoz, 5 foot 8, in 11th. Number 9, Mark Ober, 5 foot 10, in 12th. Number 14, Landon Parker, he is 5 foot 6, and he's in 10th grade. Number 19, Corey Roeder, 6 foot 3, in 12th grade. And number 24, Cooper Sherrill, he's 6 foot 2 and in 11th grade. The head coach for the Covenant Christian High School team is Mr. Aaron Oppie. And then the assistants are Mick Oppie, Jenna Warwick, and Matt Frazier. That is the Varsity Boys Volleyball team, Varsity Boys Volleyball roster for Covenant Christian in full. Third period is coming up next, and just say I'll go over the lineups for Suburban after this period. Be back right after this. Okay, third period is on its way to begin, as I want to thank the little bit of crowd that came out for Covenant, and then for all the Suburban fans that are here. As we are tied at 1 set apiece. All right, let's play more volleyball. Third period here as we are tied at 1 apiece, and David is away. And there's 10, 3, 15 on the ground for a point for Covenant. 1-0 as we begin. Yeah. 0 away. Right there, Caleb and David. He took it right to the face, man, and that will be a point for Suburban. Or are they going to change it? Or as that's a point. Okay, what's going on here? The scoreboard has me all messed up. So, I mean, I'm able to track along, but if I'm just saying the scoreboard can confuse me, and if they get confused, then I'm confused, and it's not a good situation. Anyway, I believe it's 2-1 Suburban. And folks, I do know we have technical difficulties. Don't worry about that. I understand how that works. Very much so, if you will. And wow. That one a bit short, and we are Suburban a 3-1 lead. And believe me, I know it's hard to keep track of everything, so as Andrew is away with it, and that's a 10. There's 0. And now that one a little over, just over, and there's Aiden, David. And that one over by Montgomery, 10-0. And 15 puts it over right there, David. And Evan, David, great. And there's 18, 0. And 15, yes. And falling for a point for Suburban. Sorry, Covenant, as it is 3-2. As Covenant is away and off the front of the net, and it is 4-2 in favor of the Crusaders. As here is Aiden Montgomery. Over with it. There's 18, 0, and now 10 off the net, and this time it backfires. 5-2 Suburban. Away and 0, and that will be a point for Suburban, 6-2. Good deal. Montgomery to serve once more, and does. Right there, 18-0-3, and this time good block. And there's the point for Covenant. As the Suburban was away and put it right there where they could not get to it. 6-3 your score. .12 up and away and off the front of the net. 6-4. Sorry, 7-3 Suburban. Off the front of the net for Noah, 7-4. Away, and Evan, and that one gets off the net, 7-5. As I want to say thank you to those of you who might be watching or watch this at a later time. This is your guy Matthew Fox coming to you live inside the Crusader box. As that one gets over for Suburban. And there's Reynolds, Lewis, Libero, 3. That one over, right there, Noah. And 10 wins the battle as it is 7-6. That one away, Andrew, Caleb, Noah, over, right there, 15 off the ceiling. There's 12, over for 10, right there, Chad, Noah, Barma is off the net, and that will be 7-7 as we are tied at 7 apiece, of course. Away, right there, Andrew, Noah, Chad, and that will be out of bounds. A nice swing at it, but out of bounds. 8-7, Covenant has the lead. Away, and there's Aiden, Noah, Chad got to it, up in the air, 10-3, setting up, 0 over. And off of Noah, off of Evan, and Noah puts it over. And there's 3. That one over, Noah there, Evan there, Noah over, and inbounds. That one was pretty. 8-8 your score. Reminder, we are tied at 1 set apiece in this game. And here's Caleb to serve. That one over. Right there, Libero. 3. And got it right there, Luke going backwards. Evan, the Libero for us. Chad got it over. And up in the air, 15-0 tip. Chad. Noah setting up. Luke Carter, good. 15-3, and now that will be up in the air. And are they going to save it? No, they're not, but a valiant effort. As Covenant gets that point 9-8. And away, and there's Chad off the ceiling. Noah, Luke, good. 12-3, and 15, spike, and whoa! That just swerved around and gave Covenant a point of make it 10-8. Well, man. And 10 is away with it right there, Chad. Barmas went to go get it, but out of bounds. It will stay 11-8 in favor of Covenant Christian. Up in the air, 18 over, right there, Chad. There's Evan Green. Noah got it over, up a good save, 3, little tip, and that will be inbounds. Point for Christian of Covenant. 12-8, Suburban down by 4. As we are in the third period, I will remind you. That one away. There's Noah. Barmas. Whistle, and a point for Covenant, 13-8. Ten over, right there, Evan. Noah setting up. Good job, Luke Carter. Took advantage and did exactly that. (13-9). Barmas over right there, 10-3. And that one over right there, Caleb. Noah. Montgomery, Libero, 3. Good job, little tip. Luke and Noah off the ceiling. Off. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. I can testify to that. Anyway, 14-9 Covenant. That one over. And here's Evan Green, Chad, Noah over right there, 10-3, 15, spike, and oh! As it hit Mr. Wilhelm and his phone came out. I tell you, Mr. Wilhelm better watch it as, like I said, Covenant Christian has a lot of power in them. A lot of tall guys. 14-10 your score. All right, David Leon will serve it over. And there is 10-3-0 over right there, Montgomery. Leon. No, a little short with it, 15-10 Covenant Christian. Perfect. Perfect. 15-11. serve away. 15 over, and there's Andrew, David, and wow! As Covenant sent that back where it came from. 15 to, sorry, what am I doing that for? 16 to 11. $15 over. Right there, Caleb, Montgomery, David. Oh, good job. As the net gave that one to Noah, 16 to 12, your score. Suburban down by 4. That one over, 0. And David, Caleb puts it over, 15-0. And little tip right there, Caleb, David, Noah, up again and got it. 16 to 13, Suburban down by 3. As Ada Montgomery will put it over right there, 10-0. And off the ceiling, and that will be off the ceiling. That will be a point for Suburban, 16 to 14 as they are down by 2. As that one's away from Montgomery, here's 15-0, going the wrong way. 3 able to get it over. Good job, right to Noah. There's David, and Aiden puts it over, and now back over. Here's David, and that will be a point for Covenant, 17-14. That one over right there. Noah, David, Noah, 15, off the ceiling. And that one over and out of bounds. A point to Suburban, 17 to 15. Two-point game. Noah Wilhelm puts it over. And there's 0. 3 over right there. Evan, Noah, Caleb, good, and falling, and then they save it. Yes, they can. Aiden, Chad, and he was a bit short coming to it, so that's why he wasn't able to have a steady attempt at it. 18 to 15 in favor of Covenant Christian. As once again the sets are tied at 1 apiece in the third period. Aiden, Noah sending it back. Chad going to be short. 19-15, a 4-point advantage for them. That one away, and Andrew off the net, and that will be a point for Covenant Christian as their lead extends to 5. Up and over right there, Evan, Noah, short, and 21-15. Three away. Andrew, Noah, Chad, yes, 15 at the ceiling, 3, and 0 over, and Evan, Chad, and an automatic point for Covenant Christian, 22-15. As they are 3 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage of the sets. 3 serving for Covenant. That one is away and off the front of the net. 22-16. Caleb dropping for a point for Suburban, 22-17. That one over. Luke, 15 saved at 12-23. Good job blocked. Good job by Suburban, and that will be over 12, and it will be a point for Suburban as they fight themselves back into it. 4 down. 22-18 your score. Caleb got it over right there. Libero, 3, gonna set it up. 10. Good job by Barmas to send that back, and 0. Got it this time. Point Covenant, 23-18. As now Covenant is 2 points away, or 2 points away. And that one a bit underneath, 23-19. Back to 4 again. That one away. And there's 12-0. 15. Good job, Luke Carter. Or, yeah, they're going to give it to him. 23-20. As Barma sends it. And there's 3. 15. Oh, my goodness. 24-20. As Covenant is 1 point away from taking this third set. That one over and inbounds, and that will end it. 25-20 as Covenant takes a 2-1 set lead. So they are 1 away. All right, time to go over Suburban's lineups and stuff for you before we get ready for the 4th period. As I pull it up here we go. Number 0, Aiden Barmas, he is a freshman. Number 3, Luke Carter, freshman. Number 4, Caleb Lewis, senior. Number 6, David Leon, freshman. Number 7, Jeffrey Carpenter, senior, who's not in this game today. Number 9, Chad Glover, freshman. Number 10, Noah Wilhelm, he's a junior. Number 11, Evan Green, junior. Number 13, Andrew Reynolds, freshman. Number 14, Ethan Dennis, he's a junior. And number 17, Aiden Montgomery, he is a freshman. Head coach for the Suburban Crusaders varsity volleyball team is Mr. Bradley Ellis. And his 2 assistant coaches are Mr. Clayton Wilhelm and Mr. Chet Lewis. Or Chet Lewis, or something like that. As that is the roster information in full for the varsity volleyball team of Suburban. All right, 4th set can be coming your way here shortly. As I'll step aside. All right, fourth period. Here we go. As Covenant has to set lead 2-1. So they need one more to finish it out. Suburban, of course, needs to win this one to tie. And it'll be a winner all in set number 5, if it comes to that point. But I tell you, this has been a long boys volleyball game. You know that? It's like, I mean, I just feel just a little bit exhausted. Like, man, we're getting closer to 2 hours. Like, woof. I'm just being completely honest with you, folks. All right, fourth set. Here we go. Up in the air. Right there, Caleb, and out of bounds. Sorry, 1-0 Covenant. But I hope your evening is moving along so for you to this point. And that one over right there. Evan, Noah, and Luke will tip it over, and that will be a point for Covenant. 2-0. Zero away, and right there, Evan, Noah, and that will be out of bounds to Covenant, 3-0. Inbounds, or not. Sorry, out of bounds. Point to Suburban, 3-1. That one's away, 10-0, putting it up there. Wow, how about that? They still eventually got it over. Evan, Noah, block in the air, over. Evan Green, David setting up, and a little bit too close, as that will be a point for Covenant Christian, 4-1 your score. And I'm sure I'm not the only person that's tired right now, but anyway, as there's Noah, David. That one way out of bounds, sent by Montgomery, 5-1 in favor of Covenant. Suburban just needs to calm down here. I know they're down 2-1, but they need to get back in the groove here and Luke Carter. There you go. Noah Wilhelm will give Suburban a point, 5-2. But they need to, kind of need to get back together here and be in sync, should I say. As Noah Wilhelm sends it out of bounds this time. It is 6-2. All right, libero serving for Covenant Christian. That one away. Right there, Andrew Reynolds, Aiden Montgomery, David. That one inbound, 7-2, Covenant Christian. Of course, I've been doing this plenty of times, so obviously, I usually get the feeling about, feeling of, just energy down, as we go. But, it all works out. As there's David. Andrew, or sorry, I'm seeing Noah. That's a point for Covenant Christian, 8-2. Here's number 12, the libero, and he's up with it. Caleb, David, Montgomery, good. 12, 0, and 3. with the bully power, if you will, to make it 9-2 in favor of Covenant Christian. Yeah, I mean, we need to wake back up here, literally. Andrew, Montgomery, David. That will be David, Andrew, Noah over right there at 15, 0. And that one got it over. David saved it. Montgomery, Noah, out it, and put it right there, 9-3. But I tell you, I mean, a team like this, they will wear you out for sure. Oh, yeah. Over. And bounds. 10-3, Covenant Christian. Three away. Evan, David, Noah, good. 15, falling. Aiden, puts it over 3, 10, 23. Got it over right there. Aiden, falling for a point for Covenant, 11-3. Yeah, especially you know, like first and second periods, those two periods were a blast. I mean how both of them ended as that one's over. 3, 10. David off the ceiling, falling for a Suburban a Covenant point. But I mean, especially how both of those periods went, like especially a little more than 25. I mean, those two right there will just wear you out. And if you have enough energy to continue along as if you had. But I mean, that was a lot. Covenant scores 13-3. As timeout called by Mr. Ellis. So yeah, good job by calling a total timeout under a minute. And we'll come back and keep going right after this short break. All right, fourth period ready to begin. Ready to continue. As it is a 10-point advantage by Covenant Christian. David sent back. 14-3 Covenant. Away right there. 15-3. Yeah, I think Suburban's they're burnt out, man. I can tell they're just away. Andrew, David, Noah, over right there, 3, 12. And that one got over. There's Andrew, David. Good job, Noah, for getting it. And that'll be off the net. 15-4, point to Suburban. As Noah Wilhelm sends it right there to libero. 3, and putting it right there, Chad. Noah. Caleb, great. Libero, 3, 0, and that will be inbounds. 16-4. Over and going backwards. 17-4. Unless Suburban has a different plan, this pretty much looks like a done deal to me. But you never know. That one goes the wrong way, 18-4. 19-4. $20-4. Off the ceiling and drops for a point, 21-4. Four points away for Covenant. Chad, Evan, Noah put it over and out of. So they're actually going to give it to Suburban, 21-5. Caleb to serve. Good job, but out of bounds, 22-5. Covenant down by 3. Covenant down by 3. Covenant 3 points away is what I mean. That one's over right there. Caleb, Noah, Barmas. I'm going backwards. 11-0. 11 over. Caleb tipped, and that will be 23-5. 2 points away from a win here. And a little bit too much, 23-6. Barmas over. 3. Little tip right there, Ethan. Good job. Aiden. Noah out of bounds. 24-6. And 1 point away for Covenant Christian. That one up, that one over. Right there, Evan, Chad, Noah. And out of bounds, and it will be a point for Suburban, 24-7. Yes, David Leon is the last hope for Suburban. 24-7. That went over. In the air. And that went over. David. Evan. David got it over. Good job. 10-0. Setting up 3. And that does it. Suburban loses to Covenant Christian 25-7 in this period as Covenant Christian takes us 3-1 in a very entertaining game, as especially those first 2 periods going over 25, both of them, and then just a lot of stuff went on there. And of course Covenant took the 3rd period, and as they just destroyed Suburban here in this 4th period. Because, you know, you could just tell Suburban was low on energy, and Covenant being just dominant. So Covenant wins this game 3-1. Over Suburban, but congratulations to both teams. Both teams played a great game, really. It's just that Suburban just ran out of gas. But thank you for the fans that came out, for a little bit of fans that came out for Covenant, and then of course for all the Suburban fans as always. There's always a good showing, no matter what, you know. That's the thing about it. You just love that. Alright, so that is that for this volleyball game, as the first game of 3 at home is complete. There are 2 more. I'll get to that later down the road here. As now I'm going to retrack and tell you what happened at the beginning of this volleyball season, and which will lead up to this very point here. Before we say goodnight. All right, just marking stuff down. All right, here we go. So the boys volleyball, well, the beginning of it started on Monday, March 6, 2023, and that's when practice started. And so that's when things that's when things got going. And then Saturday, March 25th, 2023, the boys had an Indie Genesis round robin tournament. And so they played 3 games. They won the first game. They lost the second game, but won the 3rd game. So they went 2-1 in that tournament there. And then on Tuesday, March 28th, 2023, Cross Point Christian Academy, Suburban lost 3-2. And then spring break happened, and then early this past week on Monday, April 10th, 2023, Suburban went to Indiana Christian Academy and lost 3-1. And so now that takes you up to now, as of course they played Covenant and lost 3-1. And so the record for the varsity boys volleyball team is 2-4 on the year. Then coming up here this Saturday on April 15th, 2023, the boys head to Milford for a try match. So that's what's coming up on Saturday in Ohio. And then Tuesday, April 18th, 2023, they play against Indy Genesis at 6 o'clock. So that's next Tuesday. And then the very next week, we have 2 games at home to finish out the season. On the 25th of April against Indiana Christian Academy at 5 o'clock. Then Friday, April 28th against Cross Point Christian Academy at 4:30. So that is what to say. So that is how the schedule will continue out. All right, so I won't talk to you, of course, finish out this week. I won't talk to you next week, but I will the week after for a couple games, all right? So that is that. Like I said, volleyball team is 2-4 on the season. All right, well, it has been a pleasure to announce this boys volleyball game for you. I hope you have a great rest of your evening. Finish out this week strong. Have a wonderful weekend. Then next week, then Saturday, volleyball tournament in Ohio. Next Tuesday, away game at ICA. Then the 2 home games the week after. So that's how the schedule will work, unless there's any differences. So I will talk to you a week from next Tuesday. All right, you guys take care and have a wonderful evening. Once again, Covenant beat Suburban 3-1. Excuse me. SAS announcer saying goodbye, good night, and adios. Thank you very much. Good night, everybody.